Already. Is that too loud?
No, you're good.
That's good? Okay. Well, I would like to thank you all for being here today. On behalf of the Chemical Engineering Graduate Student Association, I would like to welcome you to this year's graduation reception. We are here to honor the time and dedication that these students have demonstrated in their journey to obtain advanced degrees. These students have been working for a number of years to earn their degrees, and we are privileged to be here to share this opportunity, or to have this opportunity to share in their accomplishment. Of course, they've definitely found time to play while working on these degrees. In between tests, homework, poster contests, oral presentations, defenses, and many experiments gone wrong, we found time to come together and enjoy the company of one another. From our spring picnic to my favorite, the potluck dinner and movie nights, we were able to meet new people and make lifelong friends, and we put together a little video to show you the different events that we've been involved in this year. Okay, so as you can see, we were a part of many different events and put on a lot of different activities. One of the things that we began this semester was a new event. In association with the Chemical Processing magazine, we were able to create a troubleshooting contest. The troubleshooting contest was meant to serve as a platform for students from different research groups to mingle and collaborate on a technical problem while still having some fun. Chemical Processing magazine goes out to over 100,000 subscribers in the print version and several more via the online edition. This collaboration generates positive publicity for all of us and our program. The contest had 5 teams competing for the honors, with Dr. Reinhardt, Dr. AJ, and Dr. Whiteley judging the entries. All of the entries have been published online, and the top 4 entries will be available in the print edition of the May 2014 magazine. Now I would like Kumar to come up to help give out the awards for the troubleshooting contest and recognize the teams that participated. First, we have a team of Nikhil and myself. And the second participating team was Daniel Montito? I'm not doing last names, just so you know, who is not here. So next we'll go on to our third place team. Third place was awarded to the team of Upasna and Ami. If you guys will come up and get your plaques. Yeah, they can take, they're going to stand. Upasna. We guys stand like right there.
Okay.
And thank you.
I'd love to have a picture made.
Together.
Yeah, come on.
Are you sure you guys work together? Thank you. There was actually no second place team. We had two teams that tied for first. The first team that we'll recognize consisted of Anan and Roshan. And our other first place team consisted of Kasten, Lee, and Jagdeep. Okay, next we would like to recognize the ChE GSA Awards. This is recognition among our peers, so we vote for these awards. In the last 2 years, we've awarded an Outstanding Graduate Student Award and an Outstanding Graduate Faculty Member of the Year. This year, we've added a new category called the Outstanding Alumni Contributor Award. The idea is to encourage our alumni to contribute to the program by actively mentoring graduate students and also providing suggestions to the Graduate Student Association. Additionally, we've had the privilege of having Upasana streamline our voting process by putting it online. So right now I would ask that Jimmy and Dr. Madahali would come to help pass out these awards. Oh wait, none of these people are here. Yeah. Okay, they'll just show you how nice and shiny the awards are. They're very, very fancy. Okay. First, we'd like to talk about the Outstanding Graduate Student. So the nominees, The nominees for this award are, as you can see from up there, are Susmit, Solomon, Anand, Anu, Upasna, Jagdeep, and Vidya. And by peer voting, the winner of this award was Solomon. He's our 2013-2014 Graduate Student Award winner, but he's gone. He's off using that degree he's earned, so good for him. For our Outstanding Graduate Faculty Award winner is Dr. Reinhardt, who...
He was still in the office.
He's working with students in his office.
Okay.
Unit ops.
He gets this plaque right here. He was voted by the graduate students as the Outstanding Faculty Award winner. And our Outstanding Alumni Contributor, Dr. Andy and Dr. Anirudh. They were both nominated for our Outstanding Alumni Contributors, and Dr. Andy, thank you, was, Dr. Andy won this award, and he was unable to be here with us today. But You will get another award and a round of applause. Okay. Next, we would like to go ahead and recognize our graduate students. So I asked that Dr. Whiteley and Dr. Matahali will come to give out the shirts and the certificates.
All right. First we have Sussman.
So Smith, come on out. I can read the name. I can read the
You
name.
can read the name?
Yeah. Come on up, come on up. It's like this. Oh, it has to go that way. Sorry. Yeah. Mujib. Mujib, right? Yeah, I'm good. Mujib Chowdhury. Mujib, okay. Sahidi Chintala. She shows up. Nicholas Flynn.
Stay there, we'll all take a picture.
Okay. Solomon is not here, but his t-shirt is. I will give it to him. Kerry German. Now is Neda's turn. Neda, sorry. Sarvesh. Sarvesh, go, or he's getting his master's. I should have told him to do that. Anand, he's getting his PhD in summer, but yeah. Jay Kiran, I know you walked in, you know? No problem.
Here he comes.
Okay. Fazla is here. Fazla is getting his master's. The first student of our faculty member in fire protection safety. He's a Ching Wang or Dr. Sam. Got his master's with him. Jay Kiran, now it's his turn. Jay Kiran is a master's student working with Dr. Fauch. Right? Adani, Nigadu is Dr. Ramsey's first PhD student. Congratulations, Dr. Ramsey, as well.
Thank you.
Adani. That's it? There's more. Christian Ordovin. Ordovin is going to graduate. His advisor was Dr. Gasson. Ifi Olioki. Ifi is the first national student with Dr. HR. Excellent. Jagdeep, I didn't see him.
He's sleeping.
Jagdeep, well, yeah, he should be here. He's getting his PhD. He's one of my students. Upasana. Upasana is getting his PhD with Dr. Raghunath, his advisor. Vidya, Venugopal, where is Vidya? I saw her. Vidya is getting her master's with Brian Neely and Dr. Gassim as advisors, right? And she's going to continue her PhD here. Shravanti. Okay. She's another PhD student from Dr. Ramsey's group. Eric Whitebay. Eric Whitebay got defended his PhD in December. So probably has moved out. He's Dr. Gassim's PhD student. Thank you.
We're going to take one big picture. Do you guys want to stand on each end?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
We can do that. You gotta tell them, everyone has to look into it.
I think you have to go for the stand.
No one's standing.
Let's go.
Against the wall.
Yeah, that was good.
Afraid of little projectors.
I'm not a chair. There. Of time we had such a large group of students graduating.
I mean, you guys might have to like get down. There should be a girl.
ChE.
Say sex.
We can always count that.
It always gets a smile.
Really good. Well, usually. Okay. It's rolling along. It's coming. It's going. Okay. Let's do one more just round of applause. Those people worked really hard, including myself. Okay, well, with all of that hard work, there are some very special ladies that we have to give thanks to. We have an excellent support staff in our department, and they have helped us every day without hesitation. And without their support, it would be impossible for us to find success in our even daily activities. So we would like to recognize our staff one at a time. Oh. Okay, first, Eileen Nelson. Eileen helps us every day with a smile on her face, and has an infinite patience with all of our queries. Thank you, Eileen. Next, we have Shelley Taylor. Shelley helps us with the graduate program. She's an excellent, faithful, and very timely with all of her help. So, thank you, Shelley. Next, we have Shelley Potter. She continually helps us with our technical and logistical support in all the labs, and most importantly, keeps all of us safe, whether we want to be or not. Next, we have Paula Kendrick. Paula helps us with our payroll insurance and ensures us that we get paid on time every week. So we really thank her. And last but certainly not least, Carolyn Saunders. We thank her for her help and support with all of our purchases and travels and working with trying to get our money and reimbursements from those things. So we certainly thank you. And before we close, we have one more section. We want to thank our volunteers. As you guys saw, there were several events where that we put on to help out the different students or different organizations. We had an Aspen Plus workshop, an Excel VBA workshop, a PNID workshop, diffusion, and also an FE math review workshop that was put on by the ChE GSA students. We also conducted 2 exclusive workshops to the senior group in Aspen Plus to help them get started on their design projects. And these workshops would have been impossible without the efforts of these volunteers. So first, we'd like to recognize them individually by the different groups that they did. Oh, you're doing Aspen, okay. Okay, so first for our process simulation using Aspen Plus, and if you guys will come up as your name is called to receive a token of our appreciation. Sam. Assessment. Ethan. Sarvesh. Anand. And you just smile at
Just for me.
Gotta shake hands with yourself.
Yes. Next, we'll recognize those that helped with the programming using VBA and Excel. We have Suresh, Solomon, who's over here, and Upasa. You guys are so cute. Okay, next we had the PNID workshop, and Roshan, and Anand. You guys are both from. We're quick, we're real fast. Next, we have the diffusion for graduate students. Those volunteers were Nikhil, and Vidya.
I'll take my time.
Yes. And last but not least, our FE math review was held by Upasana. And I'm going to pass it over to Anand to close this reception.
Well, a couple of more things here. Dr. Whiteley wants to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you everybody for joining us this afternoon. This is not really a closing, this is going to be an extension of some more felicitations. This has really been a great year of accomplishment for not just the class of 2013-14, but also for ChE GSA. We have set forth new events and we have carried forward some of Jimmy's and his previous team's vision forward. So these would have been impossible but for all of these officers right here. They spent so much time in putting a lot of these events together that it really would have been impossible but for these guys. So I think we need to felicitate these guys. So I'm going to start off with in an order, and if Vidya can come up first, and we have a small token of appreciation for all the officers. If Vidya can come up first, and if Dr. Sundar can give away this. So Vidya is our liaison. She attends all the GPSDA meetings, the ACHE meetings, and she's on the CET fee committee. So she's also the face of CHE GSA during the graduate seminars. Next up, we have Nikhil, who is our grantsmanship chair, and he is also one of our GPSGA representatives. Never before has our website had so many jobs and conferences and scholarship opportunities populated as much as we had during Nikhil's time. So these are all Nikhil's efforts. Okay, when we began 2013-14, we were in a quandary. We had some funding issues with the GPSGA, and starting then, we have managed our funds really well thanks to this guy, Susmit. So we had to go back to Dr. Whiteley and ask for some more support, and he was more than happy to help us, and we're really glad you did that. for us to be able to provide all of these events to our members. So thank you very much. And in fact, for the year 2014-15, thanks to Susmit's efforts, we have funds from the GPSGA, and we'll be receiving about $500 from the GPSGA for the next year. So these are Susmit's efforts for ChE GSA. Thank you. Okay, another common problem we kind of faced was there were a lot of activities professional development, but all of these were for the process guys. So we wanted to do some justice to both the sections of our department, both the process guys and the people who are in the biomedical area. So this was the first thing that we started off in 2013-14 when we set our agendas and goals. So Kumar was the person behind all our field trips, the process troubleshooting contest, and also we had a Phillips 66 field trip schedule, but because our schedules were so tight, we couldn't squeeze it this time, but maybe Brett's group is going to do it next time. So Kumar, who was our vice president this year and the troubleshooting contest organizer. Thank you. Today's reception would not have been possible but for two people. One of them is Carrie, and so she has taken all the trouble of arranging for the reception, of putting all of the pieces together, and not just today, she has taken care of all the social events of ChE GSI, whether it's the bowling night, whether it's the tailgating, the potluck and the movie nights. All of this is courtesy Carrie's efforts. Thank you so much, Carrie, for doing this for us. Okay, the second person who's responsible for today's event shaping up is Upasana Sridhar. She has taken all the pains for all the certificates, the videos, the presentations, the blogs, a lot of these. In addition, she has been so helpful with bringing in Bayer as a speaker, and not just helping this department, she has established a Bayer OSU relationship by taking them all around OSU. And then you all know how wonderful our website looks in the last 1 year. All of that is courtesy her hard work day in and day out. Thank you very much, Upasana, for doing this. I'd be failing in my duty if I do not thank one person. Again, at the beginning of this year, this was the guy who came in and told me, I've been part of ChE GSA for the last 2 years. If you'd like, I'd help support it by being a voluntary co-advisor. And he has truly been a pillar of support. He has helped us in so many fashions. He has been a guiding light for this 1 year. Jimmy Walker, we have also nominated him to the President's Service and Leadership Banquet. So Jimmy Walker, for all his efforts with shaping up the role of ChE GSA in this department in the last 2 years and helping us co-advise this year.
Surprise! Obviously, he praises all of us, but he was our leader all this year, and we definitely needed him. He's come up with several brilliant ideas and helped us to stay organized and helped us to do all of our jobs. So without Anand, we could never have had the successful year that we've had. Thank you.
Okay, take a picture.
Real fast. Just right here. I'll get down.
Come on, come on.
Short
Yeah.
people in front.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Wiley, if you want to address the gathering.
Yeah.
I've got a few remarks, but beforehand, we'd like to present the awards for the poster session. Yesterday, many of you participated. Our Industrial Advisory Committee met, and they walked around, and they were very, very impressed. I was in the room when they came back to try and decide who to recognize, and we have 3 posters that they've identified. They're all equally, there's no difference. They're all first place, if you will, but I do know when they came in and they were trying to decide who to select, every poster was under consideration, and they kind of had to just ultimately, they said, well, you can't leave till you pick one, so they ended up picking one. So I congratulate everybody. You did a great job, and the 3 that were selected, Dr. Montholly has the list.
Lucas Whiteheck, Kumar Sigarapur, Yash Kamarkar. So there are 15 winners. There is no first place, second place, or third place. It's all 3 spots, and they get a travel award of $500 to go to a conference of their desire. That's what we have done in the past, and that's what we will continue.
Okay. Congratulations to those 3. And now I do want to make a few remarks. The first thing I want to do is to recognize Carrie for organizing this event and the rest of the officers. Carrie was instrumental in leading all this effort, and it was more challenging than probably most recognized. But she did a fantastic job, and we're starting a tradition. I think that, Carrie, thank you very much. This is a wonderful event and something we're looking forward to carrying on in the future. So, the next comment I want to make is just how fantastic this whole situation is. The ChE is a fantastic organization. I want to acknowledge Dr. Montholly, Jimmy, the officers, everybody, for creating something that is incredibly valuable to the department. Yesterday, when I was speaking to our Industrial Advisory Committee, I had a few minutes, and I had to basically hit the highlights for the school, all the different things that have happened over the past year. And we have a lot of great things to talk about, and your organization is one of the things that I chose. I had a very short list, and I want to say that this is one of the most one of the best things that's happened to the department in the 23 years I've been here. There is absolutely no question about it. The support that you provide, these workshops that benefit you, our undergraduates, the faculty, everybody's benefiting. That's a tremendous help to us all, and your voluntary service organization it's invaluable. I'm talking with the Associate Dean for Research, talking with other school heads, explaining to them that they need to come over and figure out how to do this in all the other schools, because it's a true asset and it creates a lot of value for our program. And I want to congratulate everybody for participating, whether you're in the leadership position or if you're just a member in the community. I think it's a fantastic situation, and I'm really proud that you guys have done it. So congratulations. The other thing I want to make sure and do, and that is recognize those of you that are graduating, because that's the whole reason we're here, right? So I think we had 21 names up on the list. Congratulations to each. It's the beginning, but it's the end of one part of your journey through life, and it's the beginning of the next. And the quality of our school, we have 2 missions. We have an instructional mission, and we have a research and scholarly mission. And basically, the quality of our scholarship, our research program, comes down to you, because you're the ones that are doing the work. The faculty, we think we're contributing, but the reality is you guys are the ones that are doing all the work. And the successes we have are attributable to everybody in this room. And we're very grateful, and we want to do, speaking as the head of the school, we want to do whatever we can to help make you successful both now and in the future. And I also want to congratulate everybody. As far as I know, we had no safety. There were no safety incidents during the year, and I congratulate Shelley for helping lead us in that direction. Want to encourage us next year when we have this that we can say the same thing. That's absolutely essential. We all want to come to work and leave in the same shape that we showed up. But it's a real accomplishment for those of you that are graduating. The hooding ceremony is a week from Friday, right? I think. So look forward to those of you that will be attending. That's a great event. And the last thing I want to do is I appreciate you pausing the program for a few minutes. At the beginning, I asked Dr. Matahale, I have 2 special awards to present, and so I went up to my office to pick them up. And as you know, I've switched offices, so I was in the middle there by Eileen, and now I'm in the back where Dr. Gasson was. And the box that has the awards is somewhere where I don't know where it is at the moment, so I couldn't find them, but it does exist. And there are 2 awards, and there are 2 individuals that I want to recognize for their service to the school. They've made a tremendous difference, and I don't think anybody's going to be surprised when I say Anna and Upasana are the recipients of these awards. And I do have some marble paperweights with the chemical engineering symbol and emblem on it that I'll share with you. But they've been leaders from the first day they showed up on campus in every respect, and I think it's very fitting as the 2 of you graduate and leave that you're leaving as officers in this tremendous organization we've got. So I'd like to say congratulations to both of you, and thank you very much for everything you've done for us. And with that, Carrie, I'll turn it back over to you, and I thank you for allowing me to kind of slide in here. So thank you.
Okay, so real quick, we saw that Dr. Reinhardt slipped in. So we want to recognize him for being the ChE GSA Outstanding Faculty Award. So if you'll come down, Dr. Reinhardt, we'd like to give that to you.
Good job. Thank you very much.
Okay, and with that, we are going to conclude our reception, or the talking part of our reception. I thank you guys for all being here today. We certainly appreciate it, and all that we've done this year wouldn't be possible without every single person in this room. So I'm hungry. I hope you guys are. There is food right out that door, and this concludes our presentation. Thank you.